Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to The Contentment. This is a place where we pull together ideas from the world's creatives to help level up your mind, body, and spirit. To help you get every last drop from life. Almost forgot what I was saying just then, but we made it through. I just got back from Taupo yesterday, from the beautiful lake city in New Zealand. It's an active volcano, the whole lake, so it's kind of scary, but at the same time it's the coolest place. It's so beautiful. And my partner and I just had a super chill weekend for my birthday. My parents were meant to come through, but Gisborne has had flooding, and so the roads were all closed, so they couldn't make it, so we ended up getting the whole place to ourselves, which was kind of sick. Wrote this letter while I was away, and now I'm getting a chance to film this week's letter. And before I get into it, I just want to say I promised myself this year that I would make a weekly video until my birthday. And it's my birthday on the weekend just gone. And I've made a video every week. I've written a letter every week. I'm getting better at speaking, even though I keep making many mistakes. I no longer get nervous when I sit down to talk and speak. My writing has significantly improved. I enjoy reading more, and I'm very glad that I've stuck to this for 6 months. Well, for fucking like 8 months, however long it's been. And this is letter number 30, note to self 30. I'm making these letters to remind myself and teach myself lessons. And if other people can learn the lessons that I'm learning along the way, then why the fuck not share it? But more importantly, I'm trying to build skills for myself for the future. And who knows, maybe one day we'll look back at this and I will see all the shit that I'm making, and it will all make sense as to why I was making it. For now, I know that no one really gives a fuck, and it's kind of interesting making content knowing that no one fucking cares, because ultimately no one fucking cares anyway. So if you do trip thinking that people do care, then in my opinion, you're wrong, because no one actually gives a fuck. No one's coming to save you. No one cares. And I think that's beautiful, because why no other... What am I trying to say? There is no better reason for me to make content and for me to make shit other than for myself. Fuck everyone else's opinion. I'm making these videos for me, and I'm learning this. And if people watch, cool. If people don't watch, cool. Naturally, I really hope people do, but at the same time, who fucking cares? Because at the end of the day, even someone who drops a comment, even someone who really resonates with the message, eventually they fuck off and they do whatever they want, and no one cares. So if you're contemplating starting something and you're nervous about what people will think, you'll start something at the start. People are like, wow, go you. And then as you continue, people just don't care. And you think that people care, and people will tell you that they care, and people will comment and talk, and your friends, blah, blah, blah. But the reality is that no one cares. So don't hold yourself back from doing what you want to do just because you think people are going to judge you for it, because no one fucking cares. And it's a liberating feeling, because no one actually cares, and it doesn't matter, and you can truly do what you want to do with your life. You're gonna die. You have this one chance, and only you get to choose. You're the director, you're the actor, you're the writer. You get to choose. Fuck everyone else's opinion. What sets your heart on fire? Do what you want to do. Anyway, we'll end this here. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Note to self 30. Let's get into it. Where are you slipping? It's more important than you think. If you go all in every facet of your life, confidence is the result. If you go all in every facet of your life, confidence is the result. I write this fully aware of areas where I'm slipping, or at least not giving it my all. And the reason that I'm even writing this letter and making this video is because of a conversation that I had. And it was basically just talking about how in so many environments, whether it's work or whether it's the gym or your personal life, whatever, there's infinite environments this applies to. But if you don't give it your best effort, and you know that you could have done better, and you know that you're scraping by through your job, and you know that you could have done a better job, And it's fine for the time being, and you shake it off like, oh yeah, blah blah blah, it's all good. But then when shit hits the fan and suddenly you get paranoid, suddenly you're like, fuck, I actually should have done a better job. If I just did my best possible work, then this situation may not have happened, or you'll know in your heart at least that you did your best. So even if this shit gets real fucked up, you know that you tried your hardest and you know that you did your best. If you don't give your best, and if you don't do good work, and if you don't try, then if things go wrong, which life guarantees that, then you will feel a sense of guilt, shame, or something along the lines of that, because you know that you could have done a better job. And so my point of all of this is, who fucking cares about your boss? Obviously do good work for him or her. Who fucking cares about your colleagues? But do good so that they also aren't dragging you around. Who fucking cares about anyone else? The reason to try hard at work, the reason to help other people, and the reason to try as much as you can in everything that you do is because you build your own sense of self-worth and you build your own confidence. That is more important than anything. If you hate your boss, the best thing to do for yourself is to go all in and do the best possible job you can. Don't spite your boss just because, no, he doesn't fucking care anyway and I should get a pay rise and blah, 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 the company, this and that. If you go all in and do the best possible job that you can, then you know in your heart of hearts that you fucking tried. And then you get to reap the confidence of that. You get to feel the self-worth, and you get to use that momentum and energy to charge at other things that you want to do with your life. Wow. This is like the most true concept for me at the moment, because there's so many things in my life in the past that I know I could have done better. I know that I could have saved better. I know that I could have tried harder at work. I know I could have trained harder. I know I could have put more effort into that relationship or that friendship or that partnership or that whatever. There's so many things that you know that you could have done better. But if you do, try your best. There's no room for self-doubt because you fucking did it. You did it. And only you know the answer to that. Only you know if you did it or not. Only you know if you tried hard. And only you know if you had a good training session or if you pulled out early or whatever. Only you know. And fuck. Circling back to the start of this episode, no one fucking cares. So even if you pretend that you do well and you chip away at your own confidence, just slowly destroying it because you're pretending and you're not actually trying hard. Only you know that. And I say this to myself because I know what it feels like when I'm fucking locked in. And when I'm locked in, my confidence goes through the roof when I know that I'm waking up at the time that I wanted to, when I know that I go to bed, when I know that I've read my however many pages, when I know I've drunk enough water, when I know I've eaten perfectly throughout the day, when I know I've trained hard that day, when I know I've completed my critical tasks for the businesses that I'm trying to start, when I know that I've done all of the things that I know that I should do to achieve my dream life. When I've fucking done that, I feel like a whole different person. I can truthfully look at myself in the mirror and just be so grateful and confident and stoked because I know I've done what it takes. And just to give myself a little pat on the back right now and stroke my ego's cock, then this is the whole reason that I've been writing these letters and making these videos and shit, because I fucking know that I've been doing it all year. I know that I've been writing a letter every week, and there's evidence of that right here. You can scroll back on my YouTube feed and see every week. And that feeling is indescribable. Just knowing that I actually do what I say I'm going to do. That's confidence. I was listening to Keep the Change. Mikey and Luke talk about it today, and they were saying that, like, you just have to be courageous because you'll never be confident to take the plunge. You'll never be confident to get after it, to start the thing, to do the next steps. Oh no, I'm not confident enough yet. That doesn't exist. courage, being courageous. That's what exists. Being scared, feeling the fear, doing it anyway. And then the confidence comes once you show yourself that you fucking do it. Even when you're scared, even when you're fearful. So I encourage you, build self-trust, build confidence. And you do that by sticking to the shit that you know you should do, sticking to the promises you know. And, you know, as I unpack this, I've been in mental places where I just wouldn't wish my worst enemies to be in, and that always stems from never sticking to what I say I'm going to do. Alright, no, tomorrow I'll stop vaping and I'll eat well. No, tomorrow I'll start doing all these things and I'll start training properly. I'll get myself a program and I'll eat better and blah, 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 blah. Boom, the next day, pizza, fucking bullshit, Netflix, vaping, all of this bullshit. I knew deep down that was not what I aligned with, and sure enough, all of these things added up over time and they broke me. And now I realize that confidence, discipline, the ability to keep chasing your dream life, all that it is just repetition of the shit that you know you should do, and it's a perishable skill. And you have to keep sharpening the axe, You can't just stop, because the axe gets blunt, and you have to keep on hammering. You don't just get discipline, get confidence, and then, hey, bam, bam, ba-boom, bam, 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 ba-boom, bam, boom, look at me go. I'm now disciplined, I'm now confident, I'm good to go, I can fuck off. No, that is a shortcut to having a panic attack. And I say that from experience. So the only thing we can do is continue to hone these skills, continue to build self-trust through our actions, aligning with what we believe. And the side effects of that is confidence and discipline and a feeling that you can fucking do it, and that life isn't shit, that life's actually amazing, that my time here is worth it. And if you've been where I've been, then the opposite of that is zero fun. And so what have you got to lose? You might as well go all in, because life is amazing. And in my experience, only once I made the decision to go all in and show up for myself and be disciplined. Anyway, this was a huge rant. I haven't even been reading the letter, and yeah, but this is like the summary of my life, guys. Like, this is it. That's it. Like, I fucking hated my life and now I love it, and it's so obvious as to why, because I didn't do the things that I know that I should, and now I do, and that's the only difference. And I still know right now, even as I say this, I can be doing it to a higher standard, and mark my words, I will. But all we can do in this current time that we're in right fucking now is identify where we could be doing better, where we aren't holding our own personal standard. Who cares what some guru dude says? Who cares what I say? What is your standard? What do you believe? What foods do you think you should eat? What movements do you think you should do? How do you think you should live your life? Fuck what I think. Fuck what anyone else thinks. Align with yourself and you will gain confidence, because that is your truth. Wowee. I am feeling it today. And I'm going to reference Martha Beck here again. And this will circle back to the start of this episode, talking about trying hard at work and all of these other areas. Martha Beck says, how you do anything is how you do everything. How you do anything is how you do everything. So if you shit and there's poos all on the toilet and then you don't clean it afterwards, then that is a metaphor for your life. And no doubt when shit gets bad and there's poos everywhere, you don't clean it up. Shout out to my dad for always referencing poos, and now here I am doing it. Classic. But hopefully that makes sense. How you do one thing is how you do everything. It's just it. If you I'll just leave all my shit everywhere today, then you get home that night and then you're like, fuck, no, I won't, I'll clean this, oh no, I'll just scroll Instagram. We all know, you know that's happened, I know that's happened. When my shit's a mess, my mind's a mess. There's a relationship, How you do one thing is how you do everything. And all of this, I pretty much covered this whole letter at the start of this episode, but, you know, you don't just stumble upon a good life. And I'm telling myself this. There is no luck. There's no, wow, I'm super happy now. Oh, I made it. You don't stumble upon a good life. You intentionally set out and build the life that you want. That is a good life. That is the good life. Only you can build it for yourself. You're not going to stumble upon it. You will stumble into a place that you don't want to be, and you'll look back and be like, what the fuck, how did I get here? I've been there. I know what that feels like. It's not fun. The only thing you can do is live an intentional life. Build the good life. Build your dream life. Speaking of dream life, I fucking love sparkling water, so I'm going to get me one because I'm fiending it right now. Shout out Louis Marco. Properly opened and absolutely to be consumed. LaCroix. You already know. Beach plum. This is interesting flavor. It's definitely grown on me. Naturally flavored, naturally essenced. Spring water. It's one of my favorite drinks of all time. And it's guilt-free because it has no shit in it. The only thing that I probably don't agree with is the fact that it's in a can, but we compromise on things like this because what's life without a little sparkle, little fucking how you doing, you know? Another amazing woman, Joanne Lippman, she has a quote, and it is, "There is no happiness without hard work." And yeah, the happiest moments of my life is when I've grinded the hardest and the result is just incredible. I'd never even imagined that you could feel as good as I've felt, and the result was always, it came from when I've worked the hardest, and that's just so fucking true. And if you haven't experienced that, then it's probably because you haven't worked hard enough at something. And I'm not trying to take you down or diss you or anything, but like, if you're all in on something, the result after that, the feeling that you get from being all in, think about it. When you're all in at a gig, all in at a music festival, you're there, you're fully there. It's the best time ever. You're all in your business, you're all in your relationship, having sex, whatever it might be. When you're all in, it's the best. When you choose to be all in on your own life, it's the best. It's amazing. It's like a sparkle. One day, I really want to have my own sparkling water. It's something I've wanted for quite a while now. So, if you've watched this far, then thank you for coming this far. And if you know me in real life, then you know I'm a fucking joker, and a lot of the time I just take the piss. And so these serious videos of me, if you're actually really close to me, then you know that this is a huge deep part of me as well. I have a friend from back home, he used to call me Mr. Deep, and I've been like this since I can remember. And I love to take the piss, and I love to just do stupid shit, but I just want to die knowing that I've fucking done it, you know? Like, I just want to die knowing that I've gone all in. And I'm attempting to write myself a blueprint with all these videos, and yeah, I don't know why I'm justifying myself here. Clearly I'm still not fully coherent with everything that I'm up to, and I'm fine with that, because the journey is everything. There ain't no destination, man. The journey is everything. Russ, I'll leave you with that. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you. I love you. I hope your life is going really well. I hope things are spicing up. I hope the winter is not treating you too bad if you're in New Zealand. I hope that summer is pumping wherever you're at. I do appreciate you tuning in. If you got some value from this, let me know. Comment, share, like, blah 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 blah, social media, plug, stuff. let's get every last drop from life. You got one fucking chance. I appreciate you. Let's go. Swag. Swag.